And good morning. I hope you all slept pretty well. I slept all right. It takes a little getting used to sleeping out here. I heard some coyotes last night, and but other than that, that's the only thing that I could identify. The wind was blowing a little bit, and it was blowing the tent fly and popping a little bit. But it's a little bit different sleeping out here. Everything is like really quiet and not an awful lot of light. It depends on what kind of moon you have as to how much light there is out here. But it's time for our morning coffee. We'll get the water on the boil, and that way we can get woken up a little bit. If I can find what I did with my cigarette lighter. Here we go. And because the wind's blowing, I'm going to have to put up a little windbreak here. Let me see if I can have a little bit better luck with it over here. It's a little bit different firing up the old stove at home than it is to fire it up out here in the woods. There we go. Okay, we've got our water boiled. We're going to add our oatmeal in. We're having apples and cinnamon and strawberries and cream instant oatmeal for breakfast. that stirred up real good. We'll let that steep in the pot for a couple minutes to be sure all the apples and berries are rehydrated. And while we're waiting on that, we'll enjoy a cup of this Dunkin' Donuts coffee that I've grown addicted to. I tell you, if it gets any better than this, I don't want to know about it. Sitting out here in the wilderness, nobody around for who knows how far away someone might be. Just sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee in peace and quiet. How many of us can say that we can enjoy our first cup of coffee and have a breakfast uninterrupted? Doesn't happen very often, does it? I've also got some Carnation instant breakfast here in my little shaker cup. We'll check on our oatmeal now. Oh yeah. We'll call that good enough. Oh, it's good. That really warms you up. That morning's a little bit cool. In case you didn't guess, you probably noticed me warming my hands by the fire here. And the fact that I'm wearing my puffy coat, it's a tad chilly this morning. Okay, we'll take one last look around here before we leave. Make sure we didn't leave any of our gear and everything. All the trash is picked up. I don't see anything. And go over here to our living room and kitchen and check it out before we leave. I don't see anything that we've left. I don't see any trash on the ground. And so we'll go ahead and get back on the trail, and we're on our way. And we'll double check the map here just to be sure that Yep. Yeah, we're back on the trail. I hope you can see that. The little blue headlights pointing in the right direction. So, having said that, we are on our way. And our next mission here is to find a water source because we are totally out of water. I rationed enough water last night to have breakfast and coffee this morning, but after that there's no water, so hopefully we'll get down off of this ridge and find a suitable water source to replenish our water supply. It's at times like this I feel like I was born too late. I feel like I should have been born a couple 100 years ago. I just feel natural out here. I'd never make it in a big city. Okay, it seems like we've got a little intersection here. You've got a trail that goes up there towards those rocks. And then you've got a trail that goes out here, looks like to a campsite. But since I've already checked the map, I know that the actual trail goes into the woods here. So this is the way we'll go. You can tell this trail's really been well worn. Sometimes it feels like you're walking in a ditch. And I saw about a handful of people yesterday. This morning I've only seen one other hiker, and he's up ahead of me. He was passing through as I was breaking camp. I tell you, this terrain is something else. You would never ever know that you were in West Virginia by looking at this terrain. I would have never guessed. Dolly Sods really does kind of mix it up for you. Sometimes you've got some shade, and sometimes you're totally exposed. It's kind of like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. My goodness, what have we got here? Okay, evidently the path goes this way, which is good because I didn't want to go down that hill. Time to scramble over some rocks, it looks like. Well, they've got a little ditch for us here, but still. I think the path goes, no, according to this. See, whenever you get into situations like this, just take your time, take a deep breath, because according to the app, we're going in the right direction, but if we go this way, we're going to take a little tumble off a cliff. So we can get through this way easy enough. So that's what we're going to do. And we did go the right way, because obviously there's a path here. But we'll double check our map just to be sure. And yes, as you can see, we are going in the right direction. Don't get in a big hurry out here, folks. Take your time. My goodness. Okay, evidently the trail goes this way. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to make my way down toward there. The rest of this stuff is just solid rock. There's no clear path up here. Okay, it looks like we're coming up on another intersection. I see some signage up here. We'll see what they have to say. Okay, looks like we have a four-way intersection here. We've been hiking on Blackberg Knob Trail, and let's check out the signpost. The most pressing matter right now is our water situation. So we'll want to go south, it looks like, on Trail 513. And that is there's water right there. We could also go this way, and then we'll be crossing over a water source. So either way, water is pretty close. So now we will check our we'll check our GPS again. And it looks like the little blue light is shining us this way, which lines up with our map and our water source there. And we'll look around here, and that says Big Stone Cold Trail 513. Which lines up with the pink line here on the map. So, without any further ado, let's start the next leg of the journey. Well, look what we've got coming up here. An actual trail marker sign. And this is day 2 on the trail, and this is the first trail marker sign that I have come across. I'll take it. Considering I got off trail earlier, it's nice to have that reassurance that you're on the right trail. And I've double checked my GPS, and yeah, everything looks good. So, let's get back after it. In case you've ever wondered how you resupply with water out here in the wilderness, I'm going to show you real quick. This is not ideal, but it'll work. It works best with running water. Just fill your dirty water bags like that. And put a cap over on him like that. And grab our other dirty water bag. And we've got him full. Now that we've collected our water, now what we do is we take out our water filter, and let's get our water containers, our clean water containers. Now we take our dirty water bag and screw on our filter, not too tight, because you can strip the threads on these pretty easy. And there's our clean water. Mother Nature doesn't always give us a level surface to do our chores on, so that's okay. there's one full container. And now let's refill our, I refer to this as my cooking water bottle. And we're going to have to refill these bags one more time. Because I want to, while I'm here and already dropped my pack, I want to take a moment to rehydrate, and then I'll refill this other bottle. But you get the idea. That's how you get water in the wilderness. Oh, look what we found. I'll see if I can't get down there and get a better look at it. Positively gorgeous. Okay, finally made it into camp for the evening. I had a pretty rough day out there today. I have no idea how many miles I hiked, but there were no good places to stop, so I had to push through. But the good news is I should have a relatively short day tomorrow, but it was really, really rocky. It was slow going, hard on your feet, and I've been carrying extra water all day because the water resupply has been kind of sporadic. So I've been carrying a couple extra of these around with me just to be sure that I had plenty of water when I got to camp to make my dinner and make my breakfast tomorrow morning. But anyway, I'm pretty sore. I've taken some vitamin I and took some, had a Tailwind Nutrition chocolate milkshake, and it's supposed to help rebuild your muscles after you've had a really hard workout. So I'm going to give that a go and see how it does for me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go now. I've got my dinner rehydrating in there. We're going to have Packet Gourmet's version of corn chowder, and it looks pretty good. It's got a little bit of zucchini and some other stuff in there, and I've still got about another 5 minutes for that to rehydrate. So I'm going to let you go, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.